Buddy, it was about 150 bucks Canadian. It's the Herpstat ND, and it's made by Spider Robotics. And I would recommend this for anyone keeping reptiles. It's a good way to constantly keep your temperatures correct, and this is what the professionals use. There's this brand, and there's also another brand called Helix. Basically, it's a thermostat for reptiles. You can set a nighttime drop. You can set your temperatures. You can have alarms for when it gets too hot or too cold. It's actually meant for reptile caging, so that's what you want. It's got a probe right here that you put into one of the middle tanks, and then it's also got three plugins on it on this extension cord there, and it's rated for 300 watts. So this is the safe way to go and the professional way to go if you want to keep your animals safe. Okay, show you a little detail on the system here. Telling me right now it's at 90.8. I just set it, so it's turning the heat pads on full power, 100%. You got your display. It'll tell you the lowest recorded low and the highest recorded high, so that's good if you're wondering how bad it fluctuates during the day. Then it tells you how many times the power has been reset. The clock, that's just your power anyway, and then you got your setup. So it shows my daytime temperature, 93.5, and that's just because it's going through wood, and I got my probe there. My nighttime drop is 6 degrees less. An alarm will sound if it's any 3 degrees higher than what I've set the temperatures at. An alarm will sound if there's 3 degrees lower than the temps. And then it's exiting. And then you also got tons of options in here. If you go, So altogether, that all goes with all those 3 heat pads. I got some fake plants up here now just to decorate it a bit. These are just a couple of real cactuses. Give them a more natural look. They need some light, so they're there. The vent's working pretty good, letting light in the third one here. You can see I don't have nothing in there yet, just some extra decoration. But unfortunately, hardly any light getting in there, or this bottom one, so I'm going to have to wire something up to fix that situation. But there's an overall picture. One more is going to go on top. Show you it compared to me for height. So one more will be a nice level for all 4 of them. Okay, so these are the heat pads I got. Medium heat pads. I got the desert ones, but they get extremely hot. So you want to make sure you back it up with one of these dimmers or Helix, a thermostat that's good for reptiles. And then basically what I'm doing is I'm just putting one of these in between each level, and I'm going to space between with just some spacers. I'm just using these little square tiles. Put a few of those. Space it out. Cool. Okay, so we just plug that in. We're going to leave that over the edge a bit like that. We got all our spacers in between, and we're going to put another layer on top. Okay, so I got their water bins. They're all matching. They're all the same size. Put that in there, and then I got these little eye hooks like this. These little eye hooks that screw in. So I'm screwing those in right up there. You can see I got one screwed in here. So I'm going to screw one like that, and then one on the ground here, and I'm going to run a rope over it, hide it with some plants like I did down here. Kind of hard to see. I got a rope over it just so they don't spill their container, and they got a little climbing area. Okay, so we got the water bin all figured out, we got this rope on here. Gonna cover that with plants, and that's just so even if they want to squeeze behind there, either way, they're not going to be able to knock their water over. Alright, so you can fill that up with some aspen substrate. Up there. Okay, so got it all filled up. I'm gonna put a few decorations in. I got the heat pad over on this side, so I'm just gonna give this rock here over half of that even, so there's a couple different temperatures in it. And throw this one in here too, just another little decoration, kind of a hide. Put that in there. And then I'll top up the substrate, and it's pretty much ready for a boa. Alright. Okay, so I got them all plugged in with heat now. They each got lights in between. I'll just put these little fancy lights on here. Blue laser lights. It's just a little extra. They're all full now. Albino's in there. You can see him just hiding, starting to figure out his tank. I'm gonna wait, keep checking my temperatures regularly, and that's pretty much the end of the format of enclosures. Thanks.